I will be honest with you. I'm quite sure if I were not Korean, I think I would be more happier. I would be much happier, and I think I would have more friends. Also, like no, I think people don't really want to admit this, but like if you have better looks, especially here, it is really easier for them to make friends and also sustain friendship. I've seen, yeah, classmates, like acquaintance, who have not, who have, yeah, like not good qualities, personality qualities, but still somehow they manage to have friends, many friends, although they are sometimes so toxic. They don't really respect others, but because of their appearance, I think you'd know what I'm talking about, especially if you're from Japan, or I don't know, like from some countries. I think Japan and Korea is quite similar in this sense. So yeah, I think it is some, like, I still think there was no need for me to study, yeah, or like just spend my time as a student in middle school or high, like, yeah, in middle school in Korea. I think I thought about quitting the school quite often when I was in middle school, and I guess I'm sure it'd be the best choice, but like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, just what I wanted to say is that don't get, like, don't get into K-pop or K-culture too much. Don't, it's not, it cannot make you happy. It cannot make you richer. Yeah, I'm like, I'm a strong believer that K-pop should be banned, especially for teenagers. Almost every aspect of it is bad. Some can say that, oh, their song is so self-esteem improving. I think that self-improvement, like, I love myself, that kind of style of songs are on trend right now in K-pop, but when I was in middle school, it wasn't. It was all about love, toxic relationship usually, or like, you know what I mean, or like it was just all about love, pure love, puppy love, like that kind of stuff, crush. Just talking about love. But it's so weird, like, Korea has the lowest birth rate in the world. Although their biggest culture is always talking about the love. So yeah, By the way, I think now on the media, when they are talking about the birth rate, or like, why people don't really get married that much, or like, population, what was it, like demographic disaster, something like that, they always they usually take Korea as an example. But I think, like, when they analyze the reason, I remember they are saying that, like, oh, that's because, like, Korean society, it requires parents to spend too much money on their children's education, or like cost of living is too high, like that kind of stuff. But yes, but I'm quite sure in the US it is also expensive if you want to like provide all the good things to your children. Of course you need a huge amount of money, everyone knows that. It's not all about money. Actually, I'm quite sure it is more about the competition. I'm not sure whether you know this, but actually Korea is more competitive society than China or Japan. I think it's more cultural thing, but like Koreans are always competing each other. So when we are just as a Korean, I think the Korean government, they for some reason they expect Koreans to marry Koreans, but the weird thing is that they don't really want Korean women to get married foreign men. But while they even what was it, like they subsidized the money, like subsidized the policy, like which help Korean men to get married foreign women. So it's so weird, but anyways, that's out of topic. So so like when Koreans are on the street, let's say like they meet the opposite gender, like when Korean men see Korean woman, like we, I think as a Korean, I think we first see each other as a potential competitor rather than potential romantic partner. Because of the society, we need to compete to get what we want. University, housing, all the stuff, there is always competition. They always limit the number of people who are allowed to get. I don't know why they always limit the people. Maybe we just like to stratify. But I just don't like this part of my society. But it is what it is. Anyways, so I think that's the main reason Koreans really don't see each other as a romantic partner. They, also, like, the funny thing is that, like,